Hey everyone, welcome back to Harry's PlotLab. Are you ready for another spooky ride? Because today we're diving deep into Wednesday Season 2 Part 2, and let me tell you, it's packed with shocking cameos, emotional returns, and a cliffhanger that changes everything. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss one of our breakdowns, theories, or reviews of your favorite shows. Let's start with a quick rewind. Remember how Part 1 ended? Wednesday was literally thrown out of a window at Willow Hill, and Tyler escaped from the asylum after killing his master. That left us with huge questions. What's next for Wednesday? And how dangerous will Tyler become now that he's free? Part 2 picks up right there, but instead of focusing just on Tyler, the show introduces new villains. The problem is, they weren't set up that well in Part 1, so their reveal feels a bit rushed. Still, they bring unpredictability, and that keeps Wednesday on edge. What about you? Did those new villains excite you, or did they feel a little underdeveloped? Now let's talk about the real highlights of Part 2, the cameos and returning characters. First up, Lady Gaga. Yes, the rumors were true, and she finally appears as Rosalind Rotwood, a chilling and mysterious character. I'll admit, I was worried her role might lean too much on her music persona. But no, Gaga delivered. She adds a whole new layer of intrigue, and I honestly hope we see more of her in Season 3. Then we have Gwendolyn Christie's big return. She's back as Larissa Weems, but this time, she's a spirit guide for Wednesday. And honestly, she feels even more fitting in this role. Her sharp, right guidance helps Wednesday while she struggles with the loss of her psychic ability. Plus, her chemistry with Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia? Pure gold, and it doesn't stop there. Christopher Lloyd shows up as Professor Orloff, just a floating head in a tank, but somehow he gives one of the most heartfelt performances of the season. His conversation with Thing and Agnes hits surprisingly deep. Finally, there's Joanna Lumley as Hester Frump, Wednesday's grandmother. Sharp, witty, and absolutely hilarious, she steals every scene she's in. And judging by the cliffhanger, it looks like she could have a bigger role in Season 3. So tell me, which one of these cameos or returns surprised you the most? Gaga, Christie, Lloyd, or Lumley? But here's the problem: when the cast is this stacked, some characters get pushed aside. Billie Piper's Isadora gets more development here, but it feels a bit sudden since she was barely used in Part 1. Thandar Newton's Dr. Rachel Fairburn? Way underused, and then gone too soon. And Heather Matarazzo's Judy Stonehurst hardly makes a mark at all. That's one of the season's recurring issues: too many strong actors, not enough story space. Do you think the show should have focused on fewer characters to keep things tighter? Another big theme in Season 2 is the Addams family legacy. The show dives into Morticia and Gomez's past at Nevermore. We even meet a mysterious patient in the Lois program who ends up being connected to them. On one hand, it's fascinating. On the other, it feels like the show is over-explaining. Not every mystery or villain needs to be tied back to the Addams family. Sometimes, it makes Wednesday's story feel more like a family soap opera, and then there's romance, which still doesn't quite work. Yes, we finally get an amazing Wednesday and Enid episode, which fans will love, but most of the other relationships either drag on from Season 1 or fade too quickly. It feels like the show can't decide if it wants to focus on mystery or on teenage love stories. So, what do you think? Should the series stick with spooky mysteries, or lean more into the relationships? Now, let's give credit where it's due. Tim Burton's direction. He directed half the season, including the final 2 episodes, and that's where his gothic, creepy, macabre style takes over. Episodes 7 and 8 are pure Burton, eerie, weird, and visually striking. Burton has never been afraid of darker themes, and that's exactly what makes Wednesday stand out from other teen mystery dramas. Did you notice how the tone completely shifted in the episodes he directed? So overall, Wednesday Season 2 Part 2 is thrilling and full of talent, but sometimes scattered. Too many storylines, too many characters, and not all the twists land as strongly as they should. But that ending? Game changer. With one shocking reveal and a key character missing, Season 3 is set up to be bigger than ever. The real question now is, should Netflix drop the whole season at once, or stick to this 2-part release? Personally, I think the binge model works better for this show. So, what did you think of Wednesday Season 2 Part 2? Were you surprised by Lady Gaga's cameo? Do you agree that Gwendolyn Christie's spirit guide role was even better than before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love reading your theories and reactions. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to Harry's Plot Lab, and share this video with your fellow Wednesday fans. Until next time, stay spooky, and remember, never underestimate an Addams.